Hey guys, this is Larry out here and do a little video on my shovel head. Today is the 49th year I've owned it. I bought January 1st, 1976, so that makes it 49 years. And I'll put this on here before, but this is my anniversary date, January 1st, 2025. And I'll go over a little bit with you, and then I'll take a little putt on it. See, I've had it for that many years. I've done a lot to it. When I first bought it, she was a full dresser. A full dresser back in them days means all the saddlebags, and then a windshield fairing, big tires with a lot of that's back on it now. I've gone through a lot of changes in them 49 years. And so I'll tell you a few changes I've done. Of course, the motor's been rebuilt twice. It's got an S&S carburetor on now. This is a different frame. It's a panhead frame, which the reason I did that is because I cut all the tabs off my shovel head frame, and then one day I want to go back to Fat Bob Tanks, and I ran across a cheap panhead frame. It was real cheap. It was only about 50 bucks. Now it costs you about $1,500 for that same frame. Anyhow, so I put this frame. It's a little bit different. It's got a little drop post right back here where the seat post is dropped on the panhead. That's really the only difference, because the panhead's like a Kickstart didn't have a big battery in it. When they went to the panhead 65, the first year of electric start, they of course had the newer frame on it, a newer type frame. And of course I put fender struts on it, fender seats, both rims been replaced, transmission been rebuilt one time. Of course headlight handlebars, got 18s on it. I really need about 14s on it, but I don't know, I'll change it one day, or I won't. But she was painted by my brother-in-law about 30 some years ago. And the funny thing about it is, when I put the good wax on it, somebody about 5 years ago thought it was a brand new paint job. Of course he didn't take a good look at it. And let's see, got a new oil tank on it, different type of oil tank. It doesn't have the battery and the stuff coming out the side, and it's got the oil filter built into the oil tank. It's got drum brakes on the front and rear. They're not very good. They're not good brakes. You gotta be careful. Well, back in the day, that's all you had, so you didn't know they weren't that good. But they ain't that good. Okay, I see where Julius and Nick got him a shovel head the other day with an electric and a kickstart on it. That's what mine has, a both on it. Actually, it didn't come with a kickstart on it. It only had electric, but when I went to put the gears in it to put a kickstart on it, half the gears were inside the case. That's kind of weird. Anyhow, I don't know if it'll start with kick right now. We'll try it. My legs could bother me. Always does, getting old. So what happens here? That was for you, Nick. That's for you, Nick. Oh, no, I'll give a shout out to Big Ed too. He's been going through some health problems. I think he's got it straightened out though, and he's a man to work on the bike. So he's got a lot of patience. I used to have patience. I don't anymore. I like to wash them, and that's it. Okay, guys. Here we go. I'm glad I started on Kickstart. I think it's going to. I only use Kickstart now to show off. Woo! I don't know why it's spitting and sputtering on me. I know why I did it. Hey! Alright guys, flood wire come off. I don't know how it come off, but it sure did. Woo! Had me scared there for a minute. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make my anniversary ride. That's weird, had a plug wire come off. I was hoping that's what it was. Alright guys, got it running again. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. I can edit it, probably just let this junk out of it. Anyhow, I forget where I was at. The bike wasn't running right. Spark plug wire come off. So, where was I at? Alright, I told Jersey Nick I got this one Kickstart. He's just got one. He's learning how to do the Kickstart on it. But not tuned right, it'd be hard. It's hard to start. But you do gotta have some butt to put into it. I ain't got much butt. I'm too old to have butt. Okay, we're gonna talk about shovel heads. I talked about me having it this long time, 49 years. I'll tell you what, there's nothing like the sound of a shovel head with drag pipes on it. Shovel to bump. Okay, like I said, that's the best sound in the world is a shovel head with drag pipes on it. Don't get no better sound than that. I don't care if you got a big block 429, 396. The shovel head's got the best sound. I'm not gonna say this in my book, I just know. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about shovel heads, the anniversary. This is my anniversary right now, 49 years. Like somebody moving out of that house. 49 years today. I bought it from a guy named William Roberts on Shell Road in Hampton. Not a good side of town right now. I don't think I'd go down there right now. Bad, real bad side of town. Okay. Shovelhead started making them in '66. They went to a aluminum head versus the pan head. They had the steel heads, and they had more horsepower, 10% more horsepower. I'd say 65 was the first year electric start. That was the pan head, but they're carried on. You got to do a lot of maintenance on them. You got to make sure you keep the maintenance up. They'll last you a long time. Nowadays, you don't have to do as intense maintenance on them versus the old shovel heads, but they'll last you. They'll sound good. You got to be a little bit of a wrench. Well, I'm not. I don't want to be nowadays, but they're nice. Nothing like the look or the sound of shovel head. Get them, Nick. So yeah, they started making them in '66, and in '68 they changed the oil pump. They put a better oil system on it, which that was one problem they had. Wasn't enough oil circulation. It still was not the best in '68. I think through the years they got better oil pumps all the time. And let me maneuver this turn right here if I stop. That's what I'm talking about. 68 shovel head. And that's called a flat side shovel they call them. Some people want to call them a pan head, pan shovel, but they're not. I don't know, I argue until I'm blue in the face. They both had the same, they use the same bottom end, but it's not a pan shovel, it's a shovel head through and through. Yes sir. And the reason the name they got the shovel from is the top of the rocker boxes looks like a coal miner's shovel, and that's why they get named shovel head. Of course, pan head looks like a pan turned upside downwards. Knucklehead look like two knuckles sticking out. Evo, I don't know why they call it Evo, but anyhow, evolutionary motor. That's after the shovel head. But the Evo is a good motor too. It just sounds decent, but still the shovel head's a little better. Okay, I think in '69, the year after this one, AMF was buying out Harley, buying out the majority control interest of it. But they didn't do a very good job of keeping the people happy, the workers at the factories. Their productivity went down because people were pissed off at them. They made a lot of changes that the people weren't happy with. So through those years there, they weren't happy. I think 78, 79 were bad years too, even though you'd think they've got that cleared up by now, but they're not. Then they started getting better in 80, 81. They went through 84. But that's when they bought them back. Harley Davidson's family, Willie G. Davidson, they bought them back and got rid of AMF. Their lemon years. So they were getting better in the 80s. But they were already done some research. I think the AMF did start doing some research, getting some people, engineers in there to try to do some improvements on it. But somehow or another, they sold them out anyhow. All right, guy, go ahead. Four-way stop. My turn. Okay. So they changed them out in 84. That's the last year. They made several different changes through the years. They got a little better, a little more dependable. But sometimes you still ticked off the manufacturers, factory workers. So Shovelhead's a nice bike. You to make sure you keep her oil change and keep the maintenance on it. Change it, oil the chains, stuff like that. This is a 4-speed transmission versus nowadays you got like 6 speeds, which is a lot better. When I got a guy to rebuild my transmission, he talked me out of putting a 5-speed or 6-speed in it. I wish I had not listened to him, because I'm all the time trying to find an extra 1 or 2 gears. And yeah, he talked me out of it. Wish I had them, but that's where it goes. Where it goes, guys. I'm gonna get a shout out to not her 3 wheels. I'm sorry, Beth. I got you a shout out a couple weeks ago, I think. This is for Purple on 3. Jody, check her channel out. Real nice lady. Her and her husband Tommy. They sent me a birthday card the other day. Very nice of them. I hope this gets back to them and they hear it. But anyhow, go check these people out. They're real nice folks. Real nice. I'm gonna give a shout out to Big Ed too. He's a heck of a mechanic. He don't have that much experience with it, but he's sure making up for it by his what's the word for it? Stamina. Not that word. That's the wrong one. No, don't say that one. I forget what the word is. But anyhow, his drive. He's nothing going to stop him. He's going to stay with it until he gets it fixed. He got a bike, I think, it's locked up. He's working on right now. I'd like to see him get that rascal fixed. He didn't pay about $1,000 for it, but he's trying to get her going. Gonna do something where he might split it up, sell the parts separate, make money off of it, or might try to get that one running. He's running some snags with that one. Can't get the thing to turn over. Keep pouring different kind of oils and stuff into the top end. But stuff later on, I'm gonna try to add some stuff to this. I'm gonna like to try to get my son this afternoon to take a video of me on this bike so you can hear it. My first video out there, if you've seen my very first YouTube video, it's got my bike on it. When my grandson was doing that for me, but I didn't go that far, but it still sounded good. All right, guys, I'm going to head back down this way. It's a nice day today. Happy anniversary to my motorcycle, but happy New Year, everybody. Hope y'all have a good day. Okay, I'm trying to take some pictures of pictures. This is the bike, my 68 Shovelhead. The day I bought it. That's what it looked like. The day I bought it. So here's another picture right here. Hope this glare is not getting on it. And a little bit of glare there. And that was me back in them days. Handsome devil, wasn't I? What in the world happened to me? Okay, here's me holding the motor. And my buddy was taking a picture and he was playing around and wasn't taking the picture like he's supposed to, and I was going to drop it. And here's working on the bike. I painted the frame and everything with my motor halfway in it. Here's another picture of it with a Mikuni carburetor. Okay, let's see what we got over here. This is it it's inside our apartment. All these pictures are inside my apartment, all our garage. This is maybe a year later or something. This also too with the new paint job, the new candy up flames. I'm not sure if I did that one or not, but there you go. I don't know, my picture's not doing too good here. I don't know if you can see that without the glare on it, because it went away from me. This is the bike a couple years later, probably 3 years later after I built it. And I've gone through a couple different paint jobs and gas tanks. And this is me just messing around. Alright folks, later.